Oh, hello, America. Glad to see you again. What are we doing today? Well, we're gonna make some Fabada Asturiana. And what is that? It's food, you silly. So what it's basically comprised of is beans and meat and an onion. And I know you're thinking that's not a lot of ingredients, and you're right. But it really comes down to the quality of the food. So chorizo is usually dry cured, cold smoked, and then usually use puntos de jamón, or you can use bones. But what we're using today is a thick slice country ham steak. So next we have morcilla. Usually use Morcilla de Burgos. The closest thing we could find is this Mexican morcilla at a local international mart. This is what else you need. It's an onion, a white onion. Then usually you use Fabes. The closest thing we could find is cannellini beans. You could also use navy beans, just any large white bean. So next we have saffron. Super expensive. It's more expensive than drugs. So think about that. So the first thing you hungry hippos are going to want to do is fill up a pot with some water and some beans. You're going to drain them first or soak them overnight, but you're going to put quite a bit of water in there. You're going to bring it to a medium boil for about 20 minutes, and then you're going to scoop the scum off or just pour out the water, which is what we're going to do. The reason you do this is to prevent awkward social situations. Basically, if you cook it and don't take away the foam, there is more bean flavor, but there is also quite a bit of tootin'. So let's take that toot caboose to the next station, and we'll see you in a bit. So while we're waiting for our beans to boil, what we're gonna do is cut up our onion. Traditionally, all you do is take the peel off and you put the whole onion or just onion halves in there. But I'm gonna cut up the onion because there's no vegetables in this, and come on guys, yeah. And if you get some finger in there, what you're doing is just adding a little more blood sausage. And then we're just gonna make some puntos de jamón. Here we go. Just gonna cut into irregular pieces because it's rustic, right? All right, so we're pretty much done with that, and time to check on our beans. So next what we're gonna do is add our chopped onions. A little not traditional, usually it'd be a whole onion or onion half. And then we're gonna add our puntos de jamón, or country ham in this case. And we're gonna add chorizo, the whole morcilla, little piece on the floor there for Franny. And then we're gonna add our water. Once we've got all our meat and onions in there, and we've put about 2 to 3 fingers length of water in there, last thing we're gonna add, and this is totally optional, is saffron. We're just gonna throw that in, and then we're gonna put it at a low medium simmer. So what we've done is let the beans and meat simmer on low for a few hours, probably about 3 hours. Then we pulled the meat out and we let it cool slightly. It's gonna come together a bit more, and we're gonna cut it up. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've got our meat all cut up. Now we're gonna add it back into our beans and let it go for another 20 minutes or so, and then we'll have some dinner. Nom 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 nom. Okay, so we've let our beans go until it's pretty much formed the consistency of beans that are finished. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna serve it up, make it look real pretty for y'all, because that's what you're here for. All right, make sure to get some morcilla, chorizo, and yeah, some beans too, probably. Why not? So that's how you make fabada. Thanks for joining us, and fabada about it.
Jesus Christ.
Do you hear what's cooking?
Nope, we're not starting like that.